Thank you. Mr. President, I rise today in support of an amendment that will relieve millions of Americans of a moral conflict. For too many, access to health care coverage comes only with the restriction of deeply held personal convictions about the sanctity of human life. The amendment before us offers the opportunity to end the flow of taxpayer dollars to abortion procedures once and for all. It allows Hyde protections to be extended to all funds appropriated through the healthcare legislation we are considering today. Let me provide some context. Premium tax credits implemented under Obamacare currently provide over $8.7 billion in annual subsidies for nearly 1,000 different insurance plans that cover elective abortion on the state exchanges. This provision stands in violation of the fundamental principles of the Hyde Amendment and the long-held understanding that the United States government has no role in funding abortions. In recent weeks, the Senate has debated countless nuances of health care policy, and we've taken several crucial votes on efforts to rescue the American people from a failed social experiment, bringing us to this moment. Under our current procedural circumstances, in order to ensure that both the spirit and the letter of the Hyde Amendment's provision against taxpayer-funded abortion is upheld, we need a new solution. My amendment would establish a matching arrangement between stability funds and premium tax credits, delivering an arrangement that complies with the Byrd Rule. Starting in 2019, the value of premium tax credits that continue to subsidize elective abortions would drop to 10%, with the remaining 90% being made available as Hyde-protected monthly payments to insurers to benefit the same people who relied on those tax credits. Let me be clear, Mr. President. This amendment does not reduce the amount of tax credit dollars available to low-income Americans. It does not result in their losing coverage. It certainly does not create or expand an entitlement program. Mr. President, when hardworking Americans pay their taxes, they do so with the understanding that the rights granted to them by the Constitution are not checked at the door. For the people of my state, the right to life is foremost among these, codified by the Hyde Amendment and ingrained in the conscience of a majority of Americans. The amendment before us allows for a clear conscience. It allows for a concise, conservative solution to a problem that has dogged this chamber for the 44 years since Roe v. Wade changed the landscape of American society. On behalf of the unborn and the conscious rights of millions of Americans, I am proud to offer this amendment, and I urge my colleagues to join me in this effort. Mr. President, I yield the floor.